In 2024, the Indian startup ecosystem silently bled an estimated 15,000 crore rupees, not to market competition and not to a fund in winter, but to failed software execution.
This is capital that evaporated into server costs for unused features, endless refactoring loops, and products that broke upon launch.
To put that in perspective, that is enough capital to fund over 500 seed stage companies simply vanished. The industry calls it churn. We need to call it what it is. The software development trap. On paper, the math seems irrefutable. Why pay $100 an hour for local talent when you can hire offshore for $25? But this is the hourly rate fallacy. You aren't paying for output, you are paying for hours. And cheap hours are often the least efficient. Factor in communication lag, extensive code rework, and the heavy management tax required to bridge the gap.
Suddenly, that $25 bargain balloons into a $150 liability. You haven't saved money, you've just deferred the cost.
The second trap is the communication gap. It often begins with a clear, simple business directive. But as this vision passes from founder to product manager to tech lead, and finally to the junior developer, the message distorts. A simple request for secure login mutates into a 3-month microservices odyssey.
This leads to the most expensive mistake in software building the wrong thing perfectly.
Technical debt isn't just a buzzword, it was coined by Ward Cunningham as a specific financial metaphor. When you choose to ship quick and dirty code to meet a deadline, you are effectively taking out a loan. Like financial debt, this loan charges interest. That interest is the extra effort, now required to add every single future feature. Eventually, the interest compounds until 100% of your engineering time is spent just fixing the path, and your startup's velocity drops to absolute zero. This is the bankruptcy point. This creates the most common trap of all, the feature factory. Teams start measuring success by velocity. How many tickets did we close? How many features did we ship?
We bolt on an AI chatbot, then a crypto wallet, then social stories, building an endless sprawl of disconnected functionality.
But output is not outcome. You are building a monster that is efficient at shipping code, but effective at absolutely nothing. In the boom years, a high burn rate was often worn as a badge of honor. Growth at all costs masked the structural rot.
But in 2024, the funding winter arrived. Capital inflows into Indian startups dropped by nearly 70%. The music stopped. Suddenly, that inefficient code and bloated engineering team aren't just growing pains, they are a heavy anchor. Watch the runway. Every refactor, every misunderstood requirement, every delay acts as a multiplier on your monthly spend. When the cash hits zero, the features don't matter. The product dies, not because of the market, but because the engineering tax became too high to pay.
So, how do we stop the bleeding? The answer lies in a fundamental shift from software development to product engineering. Traditional development asks, is the code written according to the spec? Product engineering asks, does this actually solve the user's problem? It requires a completely different DNA. It stands on three pillars. First, ownership. Engineers who care about the why, not just the how. Second, business context, understanding market viability before writing a single line of code. And third, scalability, architecting systems that can survive your own success,